While we're at it, I want to talk about something that I'm passionate about. So, originally, I didn't believe that I had any passions. And for the longest time, it was just me jumping around various things to try to see what kind of click, what kind of things I liked. And for me, I noticed that that was kind of the thing that I liked. It's not necessarily that I needed a passion, it's just that if I continuously do the same thing over and over, I eventually will get tired of doing said thing. Not everything has that effect though, because I play games and games don't really do that same kind of thing to me. Now, what we turn into seeing when this pops in is that if something didn't interest me before I started practicing it, I eventually came to a point to where I at least understood it enough to where I could see why it was enjoyable for someone else. That's not something that everybody is willing to do. Generally, people want to find something that they're good at or something that they want to be passionate about because they believe that life is telling them that they have to do a certain thing. I want to say that maybe that purpose isn't what we're looking for. Maybe our day to day struggles are the things that keep us sane, the things that keep us human, and not everything that you do has to be something that you explicitly enjoy. People generally talk about their jobs and whether they like them or not. And what I tend to see is a person could be very good at their job, but not necessarily happy with it for any number of reasons, generally for reasons related to they don't feel valued enough in the work that they do, or the things that they do don't seem important to them or where they are currently in their life journey. But I don't think it has to be all of that for people. Now, if you're taking a job or doing something that you don't explicitly enjoy doing, find yourself some other kind of goal. And in that goal, you find out what kind of things you do end up liking to aim towards. Even if you're completely lost and have no idea what to do, you're currently doing something right now. That could be part of the thing that you like. That could be part of the things that you enjoy. Or that could be a stepping stone that grants you a skill to get to where you want to be. So if you're taking a job doing stuff that you don't like at all, like say you're working in retail, just stocking shelves, there's still a logistic skill that you can learn from that kind of thing. Not necessarily one that you have to be passionate about yourself, but just know that anything that you do presents an opportunity for you to gain some level of knowledge. That was the thing that I learned really big as a takeaway, is that anything that I do, whether I enjoy it or not, I should try to take something away from it. Because some of the most boring, not in tune things with me have popped up to show me something that I can use when I'm actually trying to be in tune with something, like when I'm actually enjoying myself. As I've said once before, I've had jobs just like other people have, and I've been through schooling. So I know some things that can be exceptionally boring. I know some things that can be uh, not exactly what I'm trying to do at the moment. But that doesn't change the fact that every time I have looked back at those opportunities, I've always gained something from them, even if it was just a little bit. Maybe if it was something that I already knew, I gained a little bit more experience from it. The same could be true for yourself. But I do also want to lay out here that I do have some level of formal knowledge on the topics that I would like to speak on, but I don't have a deep enough structure to make it into something that is just truly amazing for myself. Like, I don't feel like I have enough knowledge to teach people. But if I continuously wait and build up things in the background, extra things to do, then eventually That's all I will be, is somebody that's building things up. And that would be wonderful if that was the kind of person I am. But I'm the kind of person that likes to produce. And it wasn't something that I found out quickly. I thought I just wanted to sit in class all day. To me, school was an easy thing to do because I'm a person that generally enjoys gaining knowledge, not in a sit in the front row, constantly ask questions type of way, but in a when I get the knowledge presented to me, I do kind of want to fact check. I do kind of want to see what's good, what's not good, and then I want to see practical applications rather than just theories. Though theories are also great. I also am really into a specific type of media, and I want that kind of thing to push forward as well. I would like to create my own form of that someday. Uh, I do have a lot of things in the wings, like I said, like many people. I got a multitude of things that I want to do, but I didn't really have a starting point until now. This is helping me push myself forward. This is helping me move myself towards doing something because previously I was not. I was just sitting in, biding my time, crafting my persona or whatever I wanted to be. I was in trying to figure out it. Essentially, a metaphor that we could use is I was building up the foundation, or not even that far. I was building up the plans in order to create the foundation, in order to make the thing, such as a house. But that doesn't have to be the case anymore because I've realized that if I continue to do that, if I continue to sit and watch videos and read documents on the things that I would like to do and try to find different ways to perform at the best of my ability, I instead get stuck doing absolutely nothing. Instead, I end up gaining a whole bunch of information, retaining it only for myself, with a fake promise that I would have something to do in the future. That's not the way that I choose to live. That's not the way that I want to be. I want to be proud of what I do and not necessarily proud for someone else to see it, because I am a more reticent type. I enjoy things for myself. And this is part of the things that I enjoy for myself. Me speaking to people. It's something that I dislike doing, but I know that I am great at it. And this comes from a multitude of people throughout the course of my life just telling me such things. It's not that I'm patting myself on the back for it. It's that I'm taking something that others have recognized in me, and now I will push that forward. The same can be said for you in anything you try to do. So let's walk this journey together. Let's find some stuff out. And on the money tip, because financial literacy is incredibly important, but we don't get quite enough of it. On that edge, what I understand right now is so severely limited that I know to save money. I know to invest in ETFs, EFTs. I don't even probably know the direction that it goes at this exact moment, but I know it's some kind of trade fund. I want to get more knowledgeable on that. I want to get more knowledgeable on how insurances work and how people are actually building money from that. I want to learn more about sales and making commissions and finding how to make a price that's right for you. Not necessarily because I want to sell anything, but because I want to know about the people that are selling things to me. I want to know about the people that are actually out here making the money. The people that understand the money system, about interest rates and taking out loans and grants and paying things back and having to defer payments and things. Like, it's just so much information that over time I've just run into, and I realize that I only understand the base level of it. Like, I can have a crap ton of money for myself, but I'm really only making it move as far as my knowledge base is taking me. And I would like to grow that. I would love to create a multitude of things, and while I am dabbling in each of those objects, I'm not making a concerted effort to actually move forward in any of them in any meaningful way to myself. because I'm constantly just trying to gain data for it rather than expanding my skill set, which is actually doing the thing. I've read up on it. I've started to write essays about things. So now that is what I do in my spare time. And I create that spare time. I don't allow spare time to be given to me. I have set things that I have to do, but it's so much time in the day that I can't let it while away. Like I have to be in the know of what my time is doing, not in control of it. I don't have to know every second what I'm going to be doing. I'm not that kind of person. I enjoy to be lazy, to kick back, to relax a bit. But I am the kind of person that once I know I have to do something, I would prefer to get that done rather than not have it completed. So, on this little piece, we're going to keep riding. We're going to keep gaining knowledge. And everything that I learn is going to be pushed back in here for somebody else to use in the future. Everybody has to start somewhere. And generally, the people speaking to you have already made it all the way to the top. Generally, the people that are speaking to me that I see talking about these things are in one of two camps. One, either they're so far ahead, they're just going to spit a whole bunch of jargon and try to dumb things down for me, like simplify it for me in a way that only they can understand. And I don't like that feeling. Not the feeling of me not being able to understand them, but the feeling of I'm just so lost on what even is the starting point that somebody speaking to me very clearly about something that is simple to them doesn't even get me to a starting point. Like they could tell, I know tons of end goals about buying and selling houses, but I don't know where to begin. If that is an easier way for you to understand what I'm putting down. So this is me from the beginning pushing that forward. And as I said, in the comment section, please put whatever information out there you can. We'll go through the comments. We'll read all of that information and we'll start building a stronger foundation to boost ourselves up. We can do this much easier as a team because no one person can know everything. I know that full heartedly. So I'm definitely going to be looking towards other people's research, other people's experiences to find out how they got there, to figure out what they did, to find out what works for them, what hasn't worked for them, what kind of things that I can twist to make it work. But for me, because I know that knowledge is essentially something that the world is beginning to lack, regardless of how people tout AI being some kind of overtaker of the world or even being in this very time in a bubble position or something much worse. AI itself is a tool for learning. People can use it incorrectly, but we also have very grand ways that we could be using this. That knowledge base that AI has and how easily it can titrate things down is very important for the steps that we have going forward. It's so much information in this world that no one person can consume it all. So we got to work together to make this a reality. So, if you have anything specific you would like to be the next topic that I actually write about, then feel free to put that in. But I do also have a set of things loaded up just because I've been writing in all this off time that I've had, all this time that I've freed up for these kind of things, because I want to keep pushing. I got something very special that I want to have learn as many things as possible so then they can grow into something amazing as well. That is truly my push button. That's my push to start. Is more so I can know as much as possible so I can help a particular other individual. It's actually a plurality, but we'll just focus down on one particular thing. I got multiple languages that I'm trying to learn, actually shooting to get two at a time. I got finances that I want to actually strangle. Like I want to be so dangerously cold at finances that like we don't have to worry about what the world is doing so much. Like, I will be straight regardless of what happens next. I want to learn about survival skills. I want to learn about people, relationships, how to deal with passions, how to deal with failure, how to push yourself when your times are down. It's just so much. Like, all of us as humans want to learn a lot. And those opportunities, now in the age of the internet, for those fortunate enough to have it, we can do greater things than what we will sit and believe. And we don't have to keep pushing. I definitely don't believe in the super hustle culture where you just grind and grind and grind until there's nothing left of you. I believe that everything should have a very particular end to it. I don't believe in going in circles forever. I don't believe in perfection. It's not a goal because you can always improve. And I hope a lot more of me, and as I learn from you all, a whole lot more of us comes through in everything that I will be pushing forward in the future. I'm not saying it's gonna be big. I'm not looking for it to like reach the world or a grand total of masses, but if I can gain enough knowledge to help those that need help at a specific time, that's all I need. So the next video will actually be a structured essay, one that I've already had out or had written out. I just got to put down the audio track to it, and I'll end up recording that. But yeah, this is part 2 of me telling you that I'm going to begin my journey anew. Thank you for your time.